embrace the totality of existence with subservience to archaic dogma? What darkness can possibly be more complete than this intellect-numbing, blind faith that they would apply to all our lives, like a straitjacket of the mind? How utterly boring and utterly lacking of imagination. I mean, when will the liberals learn how to assassinate a fucking president? We are living in a fascist country, and people will not recognize this as long as we are anesthetized by commodities. How can the first island from the Western Hemisphere to claim independence from the greater European powers centuries ago disappear from all the books? Not surprised. I mean, when will we learn to accept our limitations and honor our American heritage, our human heritage, indiscriminately? Only once, once we have disappeared as well, then who will sing the songs? And who will tell the stories? I'm sick and tired of witnessing godlessness in the name of the God from the wrong wing. There's nothing right about them. They have no problem committing mass murder as long as enough people are complicit. There's no greater indictment of a people who don't care about how things are accomplished as long as their interests are being served. Why can't the leaders of our world just communicate? 1 in 3 scientists responding to a survey admitted to scientific misbehavior, such as faking results or suppressing inconvenient data. An unrelated study found that many studies turn out to be inaccurate or mistaken in their conclusions. Why can't I just find myself an idol, somebody that I can look up to? Fear and jealousy are the teeth that bite your beloved neighbor. One person can make a difference. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Though, I mean, I can't take credit for that because it's gone. But fabulous, don't you think? 2 minutes is all that it takes to tell Congress that you support arts in the education. Gay people need to learn to be acts besides their own. Accept no gifts except what you give yourself. They will kill you because you are different from them. They will kill your horses too. Do not accept their laws. You cannot ride upon that which they take away. Now is the time for all good men to come to their senses. Sitting in our own mess. It's not the messes we get into in life, but it's how we get out of them that really matters. So the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. So be a crazy one. Set your inner monkey free. It's a phrase that I live by. Monkeys will eat dirt if you make them. But the monkey had a ukulele. Now, I have to break from the text here because it's kind of funny that these submissions that I've gotten from people, many of them, like wordy and articulate, and then all of a sudden I got a couple of sentences here with monkey. And I find it very interesting, humans' kind of interest in the other primates. I just had to mention that. It's just kind of funny that we have this interest in monkeys and other beings that kind of have intellect. So, sometimes I feel like I'm making my way across bacon-wrapped monkey bars over a pool of sharks. And a Dachshund is merely an alligator in a fur suit. And the bear, he went over the mountain. There are these things that happen in the in-between of the happenings of everything else, whether we are inside or we are outside of the things that are the usual things that make up a day in the life. In other words, the sheep make many noises and the monks are in the studio watching the TV. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Namaste. The fan in my apartment is so loud I cannot hear myself think. Without the fan, it's too hot, so I can't even think at all. Sleeping instead of thinking is apparently not an option. The next time you see someone asleep, you wake them up. And they always say, well, I wasn't asleep. Oh, was that long? I'm looking into the oven and the bread just won't rise. Rich Square is only a 2-stop light town. I think still that I'm the best thing that has ever happened to Glenn, even though he's too damn stubborn to realize it himself. He locked the cat in the closet, by accident of course, resulting in the destruction of a lot of my clothes. What a drag. You went out of your way to accommodate him? He should be grateful, that bugger. And then the book I was reading by the guru, that was all about detachment. Well, I lost that. Yeah, thanks. Detachment, I get it. One time I got on the highway going the wrong way from Dixon until Maria pointed out that we both passed Scandia again. I had been too distracted by fast food wrappers at my feet to notice we were going back the same way we came. Other than that, she really liked my decision. I mean, they spend their budgets on it, but my understanding is that it's pretty crappy. She sits there in awe and delight as the Three Stooges enact all the classic gags and pratfalls her father had entertained her with for many years, breaking out in squeals of utter glee as the routines reached their frenzied climax. Put it another way, and my response to a clown is not generally an elaborate exegesis on the art of clowning. I either laugh or I don't laugh. I'm really fucking sad. No, really, I am. I'm really, really fucking sad. I'm really sad. No, I am. I'm really sad. Alright, knock it off. Merry Christmas, Dad. Good Tom. I'm not gay, but my lover is. Never meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. You may drop the gauntlet, but I shan't pick it up. The stacking of the undead, the midget and the healer, the song of the damned, the water boy. Wonder Twins unite and form a quark! Does the Pope poop in the woods? Go, man, go! Let's go, Mets! Wicked pissa. They're not so queer as folk. English phrase from up north meaning basically people are pretty strange. Which, I mean, I have to add my own, is that, you know, people are really strange. I always say that, like, I really love humanity. I love humanity. Humanity's amazing. But sometimes I hate people. Okay, so I will go to the Mermaid Parade with you, if you drink Metamucil for me. Deal? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look under your chair. No, really. Look under your chair. I'm telling you, it was just like I had said. The whole thing is about having an extra toe on your foot. No one to call on the telephone. Call your friends, but they are not at home. Slowly, slowly. Although as he was the least likely personality to become my friend, not only in my adult life, but in my time period, we nevertheless grew closer. So when you combine him, my dark horse friend, with Angel, who's only the moon, it's quite a match. Whenever, whatever, whomever, I shall be there. My grandfather wrote a story about a submarine that ran into a train. And grandparents are incredible.